Hello everybody, in today's video we shall try again to solve a Rubik's cube, but now we shall try to solve first two layers intuitively without any significant algorithm which we need to remember. So we shall try simply to think intuitively and by logic to solve first two layers of the cube. Then we shall complete it with the beginner's algorithm from the last video. So we shall again start for simplicity with white cross, although it is not always the fastest way. So we shall find those white sides at the middle of the edges and to align it with this white in the center. So okay, I'm going to do this. So I have the red one aligned. Then I'm looking for others. I already have this this orange one and the green one is also here. So we just rotate him, and we need also this blue one is here, but we shall need somehow to align it properly, and here it is. We now have a white cross with other colors aligned correctly here. Red one, blue one, orange one, and the green one. This is the first step. We have this white cross. Now we shall try to solve this first and this second layer at once by solving these four corners, but these two cubes together, these two cubes together, these two cubes together, and these two cubes together. Okay, we shall start with cubes where we find white color on the last third layer, for example this one, and below is green, and also we have red here. So we are looking for a cube which also has green and red on the middle. So okay, let me find this one. Okay, it is here. Here we have green and a red one, and we shall rotate this one with white facing to us, to up, and then we shall return back, and so anyway green is facing to the bottom, so we need also this second one to achieve that green is facing to the bottom. So we can simply do this by rotating this one, and now this green red cube is facing to with green to the bottom, just like this one with white also is facing with green to the bottom. Okay, so of course we need to revert this up again. So we shall first move the bottom face so that we do not interfere with those two cubes which we are interested in. This one green facing down, and this one with red and white also facing down. So we shall simply rotate it like this, that that those two cubes which we are interested to align together do not interfere with this layer which we want to move up back, that we again have a white cross here. So now we have those two cubes on the bottom, those green, red, white, and those red, green, both facing to the, with green facing to the bottom. And now we have a very simple algorithm. We simply move this one with white facing to us. So this counterclockwise by 90 degrees, so that this one with white is on the first layer now, up here, up, and later we shall go with this back down, but we want to align with another cube. So we shall first, before moving this back down, we shall align that one with green, with that one green, red facing with the green down. And now when I rotate back, I simply have what I wanted to have, those two cubes which need to be together, those two greens and those two reds. And now I can move these two cubes together to the proper place in first two layers. So the proper place is between green and red colors. So here is this, here is red, and here is green. So I shall simply rotate the last layer, that I have those two aligned cubes, red and green, here between red and green in the center. And now I am moving those two cubes here in 4 moves. Actually, I am rotating here up, then I am rotating to the side, then I am bringing this one back and this one back. In that way I prevented white cross, and I got those two cubes. And that's it. That's the first step. I need to do so for other 3 corners, for those two cubes, those two cubes, and those two cubes, to get proper colors here. Okay, it will be a somewhat more difficult when already I will have some corners correct, but not too much more difficult than this first step. Okay, let's go back. It's easier to me to look for the whites on the third layer. Okay, I notice this one now facing to me. That is actually the best position, but depends also on some other situations. If I hope that we will encounter some other situations today here. Okay, this one white is together with red and with blue. So we are looking for a combination of red and blue in the middle, So where is red and blue? Okay, it's here. It's here. Here is red and blue. Okay, let me revert here. So blue is facing down. So blue is facing down. So if we want to align this with another red and green, red and blue color, so blue should be facing down for that other cube. So this one which we found red and blue, we want blue facing down. So we can achieve that as simply by rotating this down. Of course, we need to check that this don't interfere with this one. It is not interfering, otherwise we can rotate the bottom layer. So with this simple move, we have this blue and red on the bottom layer, just like this one. And so of course we need to move this back up to not to have a cross aligned just as it is. So we shall again rotate this bottom layer in this way, that those two cubes which we want to align, this red blue and this blue, red and white, do not interfere with this layer which we want to revert back, that we have a white cross. Okay, and everything is prepared, that we now finally put those two cubes together, and then finally to the correct corner on the first two layers. So we shall again rotate by white facing to us, but also when we rotate like this, we want be sure that we are rotating to the corner, so that the opposite corner to this white is the cube which is not already solved. So we need to rotate the bottom layer if necessary, because we don't want to interfere this one white with this opposite one which is already solved. This one is not already solved. We do not have even white up here, so we shall freely rotate like this. And now we want this blue will go down here, so we want another blue here, so we shall simply rotate this last layer, that this blue and red is aligned. So when we now revert this down, we simply have those two cubes aligned. And now we shall rotate this bottom layer, that this blue-red combination is here between this red and this blue centers here. And now again with 4 moves we are just bringing this here where this should be actually. So we are doing this in 4 moves, and we do not need to care to interfere with the first layer. So we are simply taking this up, this white up, then this white to the side, and then we are bringing those sides in opposite directions, this, and we really have those 2 cubes on the right position. So we now solve the second corner. Actually we solved it seems that we solved the third also somehow by luck, let me say, and here it was the first one that we solved. And now we already have one corner to solve here, and that one has white here. Okay, that is not a big problem. We are looking for other two colors here. This is green and orange. We need to find another green and orange cube, and this is this one. Actually, it is already on the third layer facing with green to down, so we want also this one facing green to down, so we can simply rotate this like this. But this way we will interfere with this orange green already facing down, so we shall first need to move this bottom layer to avoid that interference, and now we can rotate down. And actually we already have this solved. As you can see, we actually have some luck in this video today. We already aligned those two cubes for the last fourth corner of the first two layers. So this is now also on the correct position to move up, because we already have this orange and green here. So okay, but maybe we missed something. Yes, we need to be careful. Okay, we need to be careful. It's not so simple. So we first need to rotate this to not interfere with this layer, because we need to move this back, that we do not do not interfere with already correct with corners already correctly solved, those first three one. And now we shall bring it back, that we have these orange and green on the correct position here, between orange and green in the middle. And now you already know four moves, those two cubes that are aligned. We first move that white goes up, then white goes to the side, and then we just move back those two sides, this one and this one. And finally, this is what we wanted to achieve. We have first two cubes, first two layers of the Rubik's cube solved. And as you can see, we didn't need any specific algorithm. We achieved everything intuitively in a logic way. So finally we need to solve the third layer. There are some algorithms for speed cubing, for solving that last third layer, the famous CFOP algorithm, for example. But there are too many memorization for that, and actually you really don't need to learn that unless you are a speed cuber. But to become a speed cuber, you actually first need to solve those two layers very fast. So if you can solve those those first two layers, for example, it less than 30 seconds, for serious competitions also this is also not enough. But if you can't solve first two layers in less than 30 seconds, there is actually no sense in learning algorithms. I'm actually not a speed cuber. I'm not quick enough in speed cubing. Even if I know what to do, I cannot do this quickly, so I didn't learn, and I will now simply finish this third layer with the beginner's algorithm introduced in my first video about the Rubik's cube. And so here I'm going to first solve the yellow cross. I already have one yellow line here, so it will be pretty simply to solve this. I need to rotate this, and this, and then this, and this. This was the algorithm in 6 moves from the first video. Actually, it takes something more than 6 moves if you already don't have the yellow line. If you have the yellow line, it took just 6 moves to achieve that. Now I want to get also a correct alignment here. Okay, I have here, okay, I have two colors correctly aligned here, red one, and here green one. So I need to exchange those two cubes. I need to exchange those 2 cubes. And now I'm following algorithm from the first video. I am moving this clockwise, and this up layer also clockwise. Then I am moving this counterclockwise, this one still clockwise, this one again clockwise, this one clockwise 2 times, and I'm switching this back anti-clockwise, and this one still always clockwise. And I'm here done with that. My yellow cross is now correctly aligned. Okay, I now want to find to check whether I have at least one cube which is on the correct position here in the corner. This one red, blue is not. Here is orange, so it is not in correct position. This one is also not. This one, yellow not one, and this one is also not one. So I shall need to follow another algorithm until I get at least one cube in correct position. That algorithm goes, I'm rotating this upper face, right and left faces, following the following algorithm: clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise, then clockwise, then counterclockwise and counterclockwise, and then clockwise again. Now I check whether I have at least one in good position, and I have this one in a good position. This red is aligned with this red, this blue with this, and the yellow with upper face. So I shall actually repeat this algorithm until I get all 4 corners right. leaving this one which is already in correct position here to the right in the upper layer. Okay, but let me check. I also have this one actually correctly solved. I also have this one correctly solved, and I also have the last one correctly solved. So I need not to repeat those two algorithms because I already have all correct 4 corners. Actually, two of them have yellow already facing up, so I need to achieve only this one and this one with yellow facing up. And so I'm doing this that the correct yellow is here to the right on the upper layer. Then I rotate this anti-clockwise, that this one which is not correctly oriented goes to this position. And then I am doing again simple algorithm in 4 moves, but actually 4 times if this yellow is facing up. So I shall now take 16 moves to achieve correct orientation here, but that is actually simple algorithm. I simply move like this and like this and like this and like this, and then I repeat that 4 times. For the second time, for the third time, and for the 4th time. And this one is actually now up. It seems that I ruined my first 2 layers, but never mind, it will go correct when I solved the last one. As I need to be careful not to move the whole cube, but only this last layer. And now when yellow is facing to the side, I shall need only 2 repetitions of the needed algorithm. So this one. Of course, there are some finger tricks for for speed cubing, but I'm just going easy here, and in 2 repetitions of that algorithm I am facing with yellow up. Actually, this finalizes my algorithm. So as you can see, the first 2 layers are again in correct position, and actually moving the last one 2 more times, I have the whole Rubik's Cube completely solved. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed and that you shall learn how to solve this cube. You need not to wait like me to have 45 years and to learn to solve the Rubik's Cube, because then it's hard to become a speed cuber. Just for a curiosity, my son, who is 11 years old, is solving in 1 minute and a half using beginner's algorithm the whole cube, and I cannot achieve it. I am now solving with first 2 layers like in this video, and actually I was practicing only to record this video, and I need approximately 7 to 8 minutes to solve this way the whole cube when I'm not explaining things like in this video. In this video it took me half an hour. Okay, but even if you are not quick like me, anybody can solve the Rubik's cube in less than 10 minutes. That is really for clumsy persons like me not a big deal to solve in less than 10 minutes. And if you are young and if you are young, you can achieve that much more quicker. As I said, my son just surprised me. He's not professional speed cuber. Professional speed cubers can solve this in less than 10 seconds. The best one approximately in 5 seconds, the whole cube. But as I already said, you need first to solve those two. There are some other algorithms, but this CFOP algorithm is used by many speed cubers, and actually you first need to solve those first two layers quickly as explained in this video. And when you can do that, then you are learning the third layer, many more algorithms for speed cubing, because this beginner's algorithm is very slow. I needed many moves to solve the last layer. As you saw, I needed even 16 moves just for one orientation of this yellow corner when yellow is facing up to me, and it need to face up. I needed 16 moves to just to get the correct orientation. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time with some other video.